Hello and welcome to the Feminine Millionaire Show. I'm your host, Polly Alexander. I'm a success coach, healer, creative, and future millionaire. If creating money and success in a spiritual and feminine and joyful way is your goal, this show is for you. Let's all rise together. Hello and welcome to episode 71 of the Feminine Millionaire Show. Today I'm talking about the topic of hope. This has been on my mind for a few weeks. When I reflect back on some of the toughest times of my life, I realise the importance of cultivating and holding on to hope. And I wanted to bring you this short but meaningful episode for those of you that are losing touch with hope this week or would benefit from cultivating more of it. So what is hope? Well, hope is defined as a feeling of expectation and desire for a particular thing to happen. And I believe that hope is one of the most important qualities to survive as a human. No matter the challenges, if we have hope, we have the energy, the motivation, the resilience to carry on. We have a destination, a North Star we are headed towards, a possibility of a better future. Now, a bit of a caveat around the word hope. So generally when using conscious language, I recommend avoiding using the word hope. It lacks clarity, conviction and commitment. So when you say, I hope to attend the event, it leaves open the possibility that you might not. It's kind of a wishy-washy commitment that lacks conviction and belief. It's far more powerful to say, I intend to attend the event. There is much more power and certainty in that statement, and you can try it for yourself. And if you haven't decided, own that. I'm considering attending the event. I'm tuning into if it feels right to attend the event. So when somebody says, oh, I hope to do something, I know that they're not fully committed to doing it. There's still a part of them that's wavering. We actually had the term hope marketing come up in one of our recent Thrive Mastermind calls. Hope marketing is hoping that people will find you. It's hoping that somehow your ideal clients will just come across your website, book a call and then hire you. And hope marketing is not very reliable. Far better to have a concrete, practical marketing plan and channels and ways for your ideal clients to reach you. However, today we're talking about the quality of hope, the emotional resonance of hope inside us, which is a really powerful energy to embody and cultivate. It's like a light at the end of a dark tunnel, calling us forwards. It's like a silver lining in an otherwise dark cloud. With hope, we can get out of bed each day, put one foot in front of the other and keep on going. And with hope, we can muster up the energy to bounce back from failure, to try once again and to climb back on the horse. The hope of a better future has sustained me through many a hard time. Hope literally pushes out fear. I remember at one point in my life when I was at rock bottom, personally, professionally, emotionally, with barely enough money to eat and not enough to put petrol in the car. But I had hope. I knew deep down that as long as I had hope of a better future, I could keep going. So let's speak simply to several ways to cultivate more hope in your life? Firstly, I think it's really important to accept that you may not be feeling very hopeful. You may be feeling despondent, fed up, disillusioned, like a failure, like you've hit a wall. You may be feeling stuck. And instead of trying to force yourself to hope, the first step is to accept where you're at. Stop resisting these uncomfortable feelings, but embrace them, allow them, journal them, cry them, move them through, but give them space to be heard and be expressed. Once these feelings, that are quite often the opposite of hope, have been heard and acknowledged, then it creates a space, creates a crack where the light can come in through. So the first way I find to cultivate more hope is to have a clear vision of what will make you happy. So this is about the destination or the particular thing we want to happen, the definition of hope. This is about being clear on what that is. You are always evolving and changing and moving closer to your desired destination. So choose it wisely. Choose a destination that excites you, fills you with the feeling of comfort, expansion, energy, joy, and peace. A destination that will fill you with hope, so that when you imagine it in your mind and when you feel it in your body, it brings lightness to you, it brings joy, or it brings peace. So this vision will include where you'll be living in the world, the quality of your relationships, your home, your lifestyle, the work you're doing in the world, but also simple things like how do you want to feel each morning? How do you want your body to feel and your mind? There's a couple of ways to bring this vision to life. The first one is a vision board, which I love, being a visual creative. So those of you that are creative or visual, it's really powerful to have a visual representation of this destination that brings you hope. And I like to do that on a physical vision board. Another way that can be really powerful is to write into the future. And by that I mean you pick a date, maybe in a year's time, today in a year's time, and you write as if it is that day, and you write as if you're feeling those feelings now. You are experiencing those things you want to experience, those relationships, those opportunities, that fulfillment, and you write as if it's real. And this helps you really engage on a deep level with the destination that brings you hope. Yeah. When we physically write as opposed to typing, it's like we're channeling a different kind of energy through our field and then out through our hand, and the physical expression of that energy almost brings it deeper. And the second way I'm going to share today that you can cultivate more hope is through cultivating a greater connection to Source. Now, Source can be whatever you choose it to be. You might call it God, you might call it the universe, spirit, the divine, your higher self. And when you can't generate hope yourself, ask your higher power to help. Because this desire for more within you is really a desire for a fuller expression of your soul into the world. It's the desire for a fuller experience of life. This is about allowing more divine life force energy to flow through you. And the best way to do that is to open up your connection to Source. And then you will Remember that you are a co-creator and that you're always supported and that you're not doing it on your own. This can really relieve the burden of trying to figure out how to get to where you want to be. So when the answers don't come for you personally, tap into your spiritual support team in whatever way that means for you. You get to ask for support through prayer or journaling. So I'm going to end with a prayer for hope. So I invite you to pause, close your eyes and join me. Dear God, dear universe, we ask that you remind us there is always a light at the end of the tunnel, that things are always unfolding for our highest good. We ask that you help us remember who we really are and acknowledge that our desires are sacred and planted in us for a reason. Help us to remember that these challenging times will not last forever. Our struggles will be overcome and the hard times will pass. Please remind us that every day, new things, new people, new opportunities are always around the corner. We ask that you remind us of the riches that lie within us and all around us. Thank you. Amen. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Feminine Millionaire Show. If you enjoyed the show, make sure that you subscribe on iTunes or your favourite podcast platform so that you automatically get the new episodes every week. My favourite social media is Instagram, so that's where you'll find me online. There's a link in the show notes. Come over and connect over there. I love to have DMs when you've enjoyed an episode or it's touched something in you. I love to hear your feedback. So feel free to DM me on there. And if you'd like to go deeper, I invite you to go to polyalexander.com/success-meditation to receive my powerful free daily success meditation. Thank you so much for being here. I send you all so much love and abundance, and I will see you here again next week. Bye for now.